Have you ever wondered if everything changed about you, your looks, your success, your strengths, would they still love you the same? Imagine this. You're standing in front of someone you love. Maybe it's your partner, maybe a close friend, maybe even family. And you ask them, would you love me the same if I lost everything? We all crave love that goes beyond the surface. A love that doesn't waver when life gets tough, when mistakes are made, or when we're not at our best. But in a world where love is often conditional, how do we know if what we have is truly unconditional? Let's go back in time to the moment you first fell in love. Maybe it was a glance across the room, a laugh that echoed in your mind, or the way they made you feel like the most important person in the world. In those early days, everything felt effortless. They saw the best in you, and you saw the best in them. But then, life happened. The honeymoon phase faded, challenges appeared, and the version of you they first met, it changed. Maybe you lost your confidence. Maybe you made a mistake. Maybe life threw something at you that reshaped the way you see the world. And suddenly, that love you thought was unshakable feels uncertain. So let's ask the question again. Would they love you the same? There was a man named Daniel. He had it all, a thriving career, a loving wife, and a future that seemed bright. He was confident, charming, and full of life. His wife, Emma, adored him for it. She would always say, "I love your energy, your drive, your passion." But one day, everything changed. An accident left Daniel unable to work, unable to be the man he once was. The confidence that once defined him faded into insecurity. The passion replaced by doubt. And Emma? She loved him, but something was different. She still cared. She still supported him. But the way she looked at him, it wasn't the same. And that's when he realized her love had been built on the person he used to be, not the person he had become. We all fear this, don't we? That if we change, if we struggle, if we become anything less than what we once were, the people we love will see us differently. That their love was never truly about who we are, but what we bring to the table. But real love, unconditional love, isn't based on what you can offer. It's not based on how successful, attractive, or strong you are. It's based on something deeper. Think about a child. A child isn't loved because of their achievements, their status, or their abilities. They are loved simply because they exist, because they are. That is unconditional love, a love that doesn't need a reason, a love that doesn't fade when circumstances change, a love that sees you in your worst moments and says, "I'm still here." But let's take this a step further. Can we say that we love others in the same way we wish to be loved? Or do we, without realizing it, place conditions on our love? Think about it. Have you ever been disappointed in someone because they changed? Have you ever pulled away from someone because they weren't who they used to be? Unconditional love isn't just something we seek. It's something we must also learn to give. It means loving someone, even when they fail, even when they struggle, even when they are not the version of themselves that first caught our attention. And that is difficult, because we, as humans, attach expectations to love. We want people to remain the same. We want them to fit into the mold we created for them in our minds. But true love, real, lasting love, grows and evolves. It doesn't demand perfection. It embraces imperfection. Let me tell you about Sarah. She was in love with Jake, a man who was always the life of the party. He was confident, outgoing, and had an energy that lit up every room he entered. But as years passed, Jake changed. He went through depression, became more introverted, and no longer had the spark he once had. Sarah struggled. She missed the old Jake. She found herself questioning whether she still loved him, or if she was simply holding on to a memory of who he used to be. One day, Jake asked her, "Do you love me, or the idea of me?" And that question hit hard. She realized that real love isn't about holding on to someone's past self. It's about loving them through every version of who they become. So ask yourself, the people in your life, the ones who say they love you, do they love you for who you are or for what you give them? And just as importantly, do you love yourself the same way? Because here's the truth. The most powerful love you'll ever experience is the one you give yourself. If you can love yourself, not just when you're thriving, but when you're struggling, if you can look in the mirror and say, I am enough, even on your worst days, then you have discovered something most people spend their whole lives searching for. If you've ever doubted your worth, if you've ever feared that love is conditional, know this: you are enough, just as you are. And the right people, the ones who truly see you, will love you the same, no matter what changes. But also ask yourself, are you offering that kind of love to others? Because love isn't just about receiving, it's about giving. And the love you give is just as important as the love you seek. Thank you for watching. If this video spoke to you, consider subscribing to the channel for more stories that make you think, feel, and grow. And remember, real love isn't about what you do. It's about who you are. I'll see you in the next video. Until then, take care.